Defend yourself against DDoS attacks by hiding your true IP address with ExpressVPN, and visit my custom link expressvpn.com/ghilliemaster in the description to find out how you can get an extra 3 months free. Hey everyone, and welcome back to another GTA Online in-depth guide here on the channel. Today I'm going to be going over the WM29 pistol, which I know is a couple weeks old now, but I never did get around to making an in-depth guide on it, covering all its stats and comparing it to some of the other handguns in the game, so that's what we're going to be doing today. I've collected a lot of data both through in-game testing and the game files on just about every pistol in the game, and we're going to use that to determine if the WM29 is the new best handgun or semi-auto handgun, because that is how I'm going to be comparing it. Before we begin though, if you have not collected this pistol yet, today is the final day to get it through the generic way through the free mode event at the Weasel Plaza. I will leave a link to my video in the description showing how to do that. I'm assuming if you don't get it from the event, it will eventually be available via the gun van that is hopefully coming soon. I also want to give a massive shout out to my friend JSM for helping me record and test for this video. And now without further ado, how does the WM29 perform? Starting with its range, it has a lock-on range of 55 meters and a max range of 120 meters. And in the handgun class, that's about as standard as you can get. This is the only comparison that I'll be making to every single handgun minus the flare gun and up and atomizer. As you can see, the 55 meter lock-on and 120 meter max range is pretty much a standard, except for a couple that are a tad bit lower in lock-on range, like the more powerful ones, the 2-tap weapons, like the Marksman pistol and the Preco pistol. The WM29 pistol has a base damage of 35 and will kill a player in 10 shots to the body. And just comparing that damage to only the semi-auto handguns, it comes in 3rd place out of all 10 semi-auto pistols in the game, with the only ones beating it being the heavy pistol and the pistol 50, which is a good sign considering those pistols also have much slower fire rates to compensate for their increased base damage. And since we were just mentioning rate of fire, the WM29 boasts the best-in-class rate of fire for semi-auto pistols with a fire rate of 180.18, and this is a calculated value based on the time between shots value in the game files. And going back to that last chart we looked at with the damage, the heavy pistol and pistol 50 were at the top of the damage class, but are now at the bottom of the rate of fire class. Meanwhile, the WM29 is near the top or at the very top of both of the charts, which is a very good sign for its performance. And because of that, it also has the fastest time to kill amongst all semi-auto pistols. Keep in mind that these time to kill values are based on shooting a player with maxed out HP in the body. The WM29 will kill in just under 3 seconds to the body, while every other semi-auto handgun is progressively slower than that. However, even though the WM29 is the fastest killing one here, you're never going to be killing a player with a pistol only using body shots unless it's a deathmatch and every other player is also using a pistol with the headshot modifier turned off. They just do not do enough damage to the body for you to get a kill in any realistic PvP scenario, which is why headshots are so important, hence this next stat. And that is the one-shot headshot range. This is the range that the gun will be a one-tap to a player upon landing a headshot that isn't wearing a bulletproof helmet of some kind. And the WM29 can one-shot a player with a headshot up to 26 meters away, so a little under half of its max lock-on range it will be one-shotting to the head. If you're using a pistol, you should really always be aiming for the head because of the reason I just stated, the super weak body shot damage. The one-shot headshot range directly correlates to the base damage of the weapon in this case. In fact, the two charts actually have the same exact order, so the higher the base damage, the more range it's going to be able to one-shot to the head from. Even though it is only a few meters of difference for the most part, it's still kind of significant. So to wrap things up, if you like using semi-auto pistols, you're probably going to like using the WM29 because it almost outclasses every other one of its type at a bit faster of a fire rate too. In terms of semi-auto pistols, it's objectively one of the best ones. Not to mention it also sounds awesome. Again, today is the final day to unlock the pistol through the free mode random event, as tomorrow the snow leaves along with all of the festive content, so make sure to get on that if you haven't already and you want to have fun with this pistol. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, feel free to leave a like as well as subscribe to my channel for more GTA Online content. I want to give a huge shout out to all my channel members for your support. If you'd like to become a member for some exclusive perks, you can either use the join button or the link that's down in the description. And as always, thanks for watching and have a great day.